So when I was born, the doctors told my mum and dad that I would never be able to climb a tree or ride a bike or really live any kind of normal life, I suppose, because of the hand that I was born with. Now, thankfully, my mum and dad never really listened to any of the doctor's advice, and they just saw that as like a red rag to a bull, I guess. And they really encouraged me just to do everything that everybody else was doing and just try to live that normal life, if you like. It wasn't really an easy thing to do. I put up with a lot of bullying at school from teachers and from pupils alike. And unfortunately, back then, we didn't have Connor's tactics of conflict resolution. It just ended up in a lot of me getting a kicking, basically. So for a long time, I did, when I left school, I struggled to get work, I struggled to get anything at all. All I ever really wanted to do was get into the army, and that never happened at all. So I was lost for a long time. And I did begin to wonder, when am I going to catch some semblance of a break, away from all this kind of negative stuff in my life. So my break came, but not in a really kind of conventional way, if you like. Nothing that happened was something that was going to make my life any easier. So in 1999, my mother was diagnosed with cancer early on that year. And then later on in the year, just before my 21st, I had an epileptic seizure just completely out of the blue. And then to make it even worse, actually on my 21st birthday, England beat Scotland at football, and that was like the worst kick out of the three to take from that year. So kind of after all that happened, and not because of the England-Scotland score, because of the other things that had happened, I sank into a fairly heavy pit of drinking a lot and being very, very depressed. And this went on for like a year and a half. And then I met this lassie and I thought, I need to try and chat her up, but I need to try and impress her in some kind of way. And me, in my stupid naivety as a young man, thought, I'll go scrambling in the mountains and she'll think, you're really cool, Kev. You'll do me. That never happened at all, and I failed bloody miserably at pulling this lassie. But in going to the mountains, I found something and somewhere that I could find some form of acceptance personally of myself and the things that were wrong with me, but possibly acceptance from everybody else, if you like, with the stuff that was wrong with me, but only if I pushed hard enough to gain that acceptance. So obviously things in life kind of changed after 1999 and the things that were wrong with me. But in that change, I had watched my mother go through this terrible thing. But in seeing that happen, our family became this really close unit because of that. We became much, much stronger. So I began to see that we faced this challenge and we became something so much better because of something really, really bad. And I thought, everything doesn't need to be bad. You can use it against itself. You can turn it on itself. So I decided I'm going to apply this worst to best kind of philosophy, if you like, to my own life. So my father had introduced me to hill walking at a very, very young age. And hill walking isn't some rosy thing. It was forced marches and blizzards and things like that he used to take me out in. And it was like character building, typical Ayrshire, So in that, that had always had that instilled in me, that love of the outdoors, and I decided, I was never going to get into the army, I was never going to see battle, and it's kind of what I wanted to do all my life, because that's what most of my family had done. So for me, the mountains were like my chosen arena where I would prove myself, prove that I was kind of worthy of the family, if you like. So I decided, right, there's things that I need to face up to. The first thing for me was loneliness. It was a really, really big factor in a lot of my early life because of the things that were wrong with me. I just always felt different, and I was always made to feel different, whether that was by fighting at school or the teachers picking on me or the army or whatever it was, that was going on. After that, because of that, I decided to go to the mountains on my own and face that. And then I found after a wee while that I didn't hate the loneliness anymore. I actually began to crave that loneliness and being in the mountains on my own. So that was that kind of demon gone, and it became something very, very positive and something I actually wanted to experience and not something I wanted to run away from or dislike. So after that, I went up against the fear of the bullying that I had at school and the violence and all that kind of stuff, and of the kind of doubt, if you like, of the doctors and everybody else that I would never be able to do the standard things that every other kid does. So I went after the kind of the hardest and most scariest routes that I could possibly do. And I began to find that the more hardship that I experienced out in the hills, you know, the colder I got, the more tired I was, the more effort I had to put in, the more afraid that I was during these things, then afterwards I actually felt more kind of cleansed, more peaceful, if you like. And I thought, you know, this is a challenge, you know, and I feel better because of this. So it's not really a bad thing. So I think as humans, we really need that battle. We really need a fight to go on. And it's probably something that harks back to like in our hunter-gatherer days. If we have that fight and then afterwards we get something, you know, there's a kind of semblance of peace there after it, and it's well worth chasing. So I used to look at challenge as if it was a very, very, very negative thing. But nowadays I don't look at challenge as if it's a negative thing. It's something that I will actively go and pursue. If we live a life without any kind of challenge and we just exist, you know, it just seems pointless, absolutely pointless. We are not designed to live that life at all. We need to fight, we need that battle. So, I mean, if I was going to give one message from tonight, I would actively encourage everybody here to go face up to whatever your fears are, whatever your challenges are. It doesn't matter. I've just spent the last couple of minutes facing up to probably what is my biggest fear in the world, and that's standing in a sea of expectant faces waiting for me to pass a message across. So that was my very short talk, and thanks for listening. Cheers.